even talking about bed bugs is enough to cause an itch, as I've been finding out all morning, trailing this, let alone actually having them in your home. One of Britain's biggest bed bug helplines says they're taking almost double the number of calls from worried customers.
Well, a leading pest control company has told Good Morning Britain they've seen a 20% increase in the actual number of bed bug cases in just the last month, as Will Godley found out.
Who you gonna call?
The resemblance may be uncanny, but in fact it's this suit that keeps Steve safe in a home plagued with bedbugs. Since Paris became overwhelmed with the critters, Steve's now treating 20% more bedbug infestations, while one of Britain's biggest pest control helplines has seen double the number of worried customers.
I don't like the idea of having bedbugs in my own house, so I wouldn't pick up a mattress from the streets, for example. And I'd probably ask any guest to make sure they've had a good shower.
It's unhygienic. That's the most important thing, and taking over on the trains, the buses.
Maybe people need to check, take baths more regularly, and just hope for the best.
The psychological impact of bedbugs here really is quite powerful. We're in these protective suits to stop the bedbugs getting onto our clothes and body. Even so, my skin feels like it's crawling and all I want to do is itch.
So for all of our sake, let's hope we're stopping the spread with every spray.
Those figures were shared with us from Rent-A-Kill. Pest controller Dan Dobson is with us now. I mean, I'm already itching. We know that everybody's worrying about it, but is it real? Is there actually a big rise in bed bugs happening in Britain?
Yeah, they've always been here. There's been a rise, certainly, in the cases we're getting and the sprays that we're carrying out, and people calling and asking about it. But also, I think people are becoming more aware of it. So as people are becoming more aware of it, we're seeing this increase as well. So,
well, we're seeing an increase in calls, but you're saying that is reflected in the fact that there is a rise in the bugs. Yeah. Now, you have brought in some bed bugs very kindly for us this morning. Luckily, these are not still creeping around. Where did you get these from? So
these were from a premise that I treated. So similar to what you've just seen there on screen with, spraying the premise. That's what I did and effectively took some samples.
Is that just a small proportion of the number you found?
Yeah, I mean, there were hundreds, that we could see. So I just took a few and put them to bring along.
The trouble is that often people don't know they've got them, and then they've spread to the degree that you're going in. But how can you tell if you've got them if you can't initially see them? So you'll be getting... The majority of the people in the first instance will get bites on their abdomen, their legs, their skin. They'll be itching. They may see blood spots on the sheets, on the bedding. Once it gets to a point where they're breeding, and once you see a site where they're breeding, you'll see a lot of eggs in a corner of a mattress or something like that. Once they get to that stage where they start to grow in number, you'll then see them crawling out. You'll see the dead bodies and cast skins on the bed. Right. So, yeah, the thing to look out for are the bites at first. Why don't we have... I mean, for other insects, we have really strong sprays or treatments, but... I think for bed bugs, is there a good way in which you can buy a product and use it at home and kill them? The thing is with these insecticides you can buy from certain shops, they're very weak. And so the things that we use, we need a licence for. You need protective gear. You need to isolate people from an area once you've treated the place. And quite simply, the stuff you can buy from the shop is just not strong enough. The licensed stuff that we use is considerably stronger, but it's also the application of it, where to spray it, how many times to spray it, and what to do with your bedding and clothing. So it'd be more effective to learn about how these bed bugs breed and where to find them than going to get a bottle of something from the shop and just randomly spraying all over. A friend of mine said to me he had a really big bed bugs problem. Actually, he had to be out of his flat for quite a few weeks while it was sorted out. He said now, if he goes to the pub, he doesn't put his bag down on the floor on a carpet because he's really worried that, if you... any kind of... not just in a hotel room, but just in the pub. Bed bugs can get onto your bag from the carpet. You put your bag down when you come home, bed bugs are in. Is that right? It is right, but I would suggest that if the infestation is that great and they're crawling all over the floor, don't go to that pub. Definitely don't go to a pub. I mean, it's the The bed bugs are predominantly going to be in a place where, you know, in the bed where we sleep at night, sofas where we tend to sit in the evenings, that type of thing. But yeah, it is true they can climb from the floor onto your bags and whatnot.
And this box that you can put under your bed to see if you've got them, is that easy to get?
Yeah, they are. I mean, these are effectively a plastic box with a synthetic blood in which attracts bed bugs, and so it's a very easy way for you to put them in, you know, under your bed, under the sofa, public transport, and hotel rooms. You know, very, very easy. You don't need training for them.
And the synthetic blood attracts the bed bugs, so
Yes.
you'll get a collection in there, and then you'll know what's leading to the bites.
Yeah, exactly. And then you know to get on top of it. And these things you don't need training for. If there's a bug in there, you've got an issue to deal with it.
I've just got to say to you, all across the nation now, people are itching.
Yeah.
And worrying because of what GMB and you have done this morning.
Yeah.
Do you ring for help if you're itching, or what is the thing which makes you know it's bed bugs?
Right, OK, yeah. So if you're itching and you're getting bites, and certainly clusters of bites, you know, in one place on the abdomen or something like that, on your stomach area, you know, call somebody and call a company like myself who will come out and do a free survey. Do you need a survey?
I might need one after. Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah.
I've got big problems now.
You've got a psychosomatic sympathetic itch.
I really am.
Yeah, but I mean, it's, you know, call a company out who's going to carry out a free survey, you know, and if there's something there to be treated, it can be done.
All right.
It is possible that people can get these phantom bites, if you like, where the paranoia makes them believe, and then they start itching, and it looks like they've got bites, but actually it's just themselves itching.
I think I'm getting a few of them already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dan, thank you so much. I'm going to give those back to you because not that
Thanks
keen.
very much.
Just in case that insecticide is only short-lasting.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dan.